Hello everyone and welcome back to Vegas Vibes, giving you a peek at what's grooving and brewing in the music, pageantry, and live production scenes in the city that never sleeps. And I'm your host, Esmeralda Padilla Gold. Las Vegas never fails to amaze me, even amid a global pandemic. I've lived here for over 2 decades now, and I've never considered to move anywhere else. I'm truly blessed to be here. Indeed, my heart belongs to this entertainment capital of the world, with many of the best and biggest resorts in the globe. Las Vegas is a global brand, but not too many people really know how great the city is. And this is what this program is here for. Last week, we reported that Las Vegas is open, and even with a slight rise in coronavirus cases, it remains to be open. The state governor has mandated everyone to wear a mask when in public, and business owners are given the right to refuse service to anyone not wearing a mask or some sort of face cover. So guys, for our sake and for everyone's sake as well, please just comply. Once again, a million thanks to our COVID-19 heroes, the first responders, medical workers, government and non-government organizations, religious leaders, and law enforcement agencies, educators, take-out and drive-through restaurants, groceries, and all essential businesses, and yes, you and me too. Some exciting news when we come back, so please stay with me.
The best entertainment, the widest coverage, the fastest speed, only through Asian Network. Call now for huge standalone and bundle savings at
Thanks for staying with me. Good news to Las Vegas visitors, especially from Southern California. After a number of fits and starts, plans for a high-speed train connecting California and Las Vegas are back on track. The announcement was made at the Nevada Economic Development Conference recently. The train will travel at speed up to 150 miles per hour, making the non-stop trip between the Victor Valley region of California and the Las Vegas Strip in about 75 to 90 minutes. A representative from Virgin Trains USA confirmed that the company is on track to start construction in 2020, which will take about 3 years to complete. A rail service project connecting California and Vegas has been in the works since the 1990s, but Virgin Trains USA says it is now ready to move forward and that its engineers have designed 30% of the project already. The price tag for the project is anticipated to exceed $4 billion. Now, that's a pretty penny. Pricing for a one-way trip is expected to be $60. Virgin Trains USA is the first privately funded passenger rail system in the U.S. in more than 100 years, so everyone's watching this development like a hawk. And when the humongous convention spring back to Las Vegas, attendees will have a big positive surprise. Construction is complete on the second of 2 vehicular tunnels that make up Elon's MASC innovative underground transportation system located beneath the Las Vegas Convention Center campus. Construction on the project has moved swiftly. The Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, or LVCVA, moved from board approval to completing the excavation of both tunnels in less than 1 year, proving that Las Vegas embraces new ideas and quickly executes them to meet the evolving needs of visitors. This milestone not only helps usher in the future of transportation in Las Vegas, but it signals the destination's ability to push through during trying times and continue to meet the evolving needs of our visitors, said Steve Hill, LVCVA CEO and President. Las Vegas continues to break through boundaries, and we look forward to offering this first of its kind transportation solution to our convention attendees. This is the first commercial endeavor of Elon Musk company. The $52.5 million project will allow convention attendees to be whisked across the 200-acre campus in under 2 minutes, free of charge, in all electric Tesla vehicles. Construction is already underway on all 3 passenger stations in the system. And finally, the NFL announced recently that the 2021 Pro Bowl presented by Verizon will take place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on Sunday, January 31st. The Pro Bowl game will air on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN Deportes. The 2021 Pro Bowl will continue to be a week-long celebration of football and will feature various activities in Las Vegas, including the NFL Flag Championship games, AFC and NFC team practices, and for the 5th consecutive year, Pro Bowl Skill Showdown, where the NFL's biggest stars from each conference compete in unique tests of their skills. Pro Bowl week will also be dedicated to supporting a series of community and charitable focus events directly benefiting the local Las Vegas community. The Raiders welcome the NFL Pro Bowl to Allegiant Stadium and to Las Vegas, the sports and entertainment capital of the world, said Raiders president Mark Badin. Pro Bowl week is a celebration of the best the NFL has to offer, and there is no better place than Las Vegas to celebrate and honor the league's biggest stars. The NFL and LVCVA and the Raiders look forward to a world-class event that will set the standard for future NFL events in Las Vegas. Wow, I still can't believe Las Vegas is really back in business. Everyone, I urge you to please adhere to all the safety guidelines, mandates, and rules, because the next life you may be able to save is yours or your family's. We need you here in Las Vegas, but we need you to be safe, and we need you to keep others safe as well as you enjoy our paradise and our hospitality. When Vegas Vibes returns, I'll be interviewing someone very special. I'll be right back before you know it, so please stay with me. Hello everyone, I'm Esmeralda Padilla Gold and welcome to Vegas Vibes. On Vegas Vibes, I'll be featuring amazingly talented people from many walks of life who contribute to making Las Vegas a unique global brand. And on that note, we have here with us Mr. Norman Patillo, an accomplished singer, songwriter, and the former lead vocalist of the Latin music and rock band called Santana, formed by the Mexican-American guitarist Carlos Santana. Hello, Mr. Patillo.
How are you? How's everything? Good.
We're very delighted to have you on Vegas Vibes.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
Well, I'm very curious to find out, how did you start singing?
Well, you know, I was born and raised in San Francisco, so I had a grammar school teacher that was really curious about each child's gift. And so she would bring a different apparatus and put it down in front of a child each day. One day she came in and put this cardboard down in front of me and had piano keys painted on it. And so I was watching her play the piano, and I was doing the same things that she was doing. And so from that, she was able to discover that I had talent. So she left the class, called my mama and said, "Start this boy music." And so I get home from school, and my mama said, "Your teacher called today." I said, "Oh, that's not good." And then come to find that she shared with me I had talent. I didn't know what that was, but I figured, well, they knew what they were talking about. And so next thing I knew, there's a big piano came to my house. We pushed it up by the window there, and I started learning. And it was terrible because all my friends were outside playing football, so I could watch the football going past the window. And I was like, but after a couple of months, those same kids came in the house and heard me play and thought it was amazing. So,
they were amused by what you were doing, music, of course.
So, and I fell in love with entertainment right at that point.
So not in your family is a
Nobody
musician?
in my family really, well, they could sing a little bit, but no one took it on as a professional thing. So actually, my mother didn't even think I was going to do anything big. So she told me, she said, you should take another something else in school. And so instead of just the music, you should take another curriculum. So I did. I took accounting. And my first day on the job, I said, I couldn't even play my pencils. You know, they were so quiet, and they'd look at, if I would start to hum a song, everybody'd look at me. And I said, what are they looking at? And so it just, after a couple of weeks, I couldn't take it. So I left. And funny enough, 2 weeks after that, Carlos Santana calls and asked me to be lead vocalist in the
So
group.
you were chosen. That's actually, I was curious. How did you get into the band? Like,
yeah, it was something that's, there's a guy on 60 Minutes, you may have seen it a few years ago, a guy named Marcus, who was homeless, and Carlos went and, you know, kind of loved on him a little bit. And so Marcus actually was the one that was responsible for me being in the group, because he took, in those days, he took up a tape of me singing up to Carlos's house.
Carlos.
And Carlos said, man, I like the guy's voice. And so next thing I know, I'm getting a call from Carlos asking me to come to Mill Valley.
so just from that tape.
Just from that tape. And
Loved
it's
your
funny,
voice.
because when I came, knocked on his door, and a girl named Debbie opened the door, and Debbie was a schoolmate of mine. And I was thinking, wow, Debbie's the maid. I said, this is great. She made it to be a maid for Carlos Santana.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm glad I didn't say it, because as soon as Carlos came up and hugged me from behind, he said, hey, Leon. I said, hey. He said, you met my wife? I said, oh, man, I'm glad I didn't say maid. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, the next thing I know, he took me downstairs, and we started singing all the songs, Black Magic Woman and Oh Yeah, Come Over, and Gotta Change Your Evil Ways. And he said, okay, you're going to be the next lead vocalist, and we're going to go all over the world.
Yeah, and you toured the world with him.
Yeah.
How was that like?
It was really exciting. I mean, I had, living in San Francisco, I'd only been down to LA and then up to Tahoe, which is about 4 hours north. I had never been out of that area. And so when he said, like, Japan, I said, Japan? We're going to Japan? Wow. And so do they speak English over there? Do they understand the songs? They said, yeah, they understand. And when we got to Japan, it was, I think that was the life change, one of the life changes for me. Only because the people are so humble. You know, when you say hello to them, they're bowing at you.
Very respectful.
Oh, very respectful.
Cultures.
So and then when we do concerts, we get to our last song, and they in those days they didn't like clap along with the song. They'd let the whole song go past, and at the end they clap like that, and then they stop again. And then when it was the last song, they would start crying, because they would know that they wouldn't see us for another year and a half or so. It was very touching to me. I just thought this is a country that we need to take an injection from Asian people and just inject everybody else.
Is that why you married someone from Asia?
I married a Filipino woman, man. I had a black magic woman. Now I got she's a Catholic girl, so I call her born again woman. So I have redone the song. And yeah, in fact, we just got back from the Philippines, Renee and I, and she hasn't been home in 35 years. So it was, oh my God, was that a tremendous experience? Because you know how it is for anybody that's not Asian. You just feel like a king. They make you and feed you. Oh my God, I had to come back and start working out again.
You're in perfect shape.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's right, because I've been working out. But one of the beautiful things I think I liked about her country, the very last day.
Where I came from.
You came from?
Yes, I'm originally from the Philippines.
Get out of here.
Yes, born and raised.
Yeah? Oh
Manila.
My goodness. What part?
Manila.
Manila, huh?
Yeah, but my parents are from Bulacan.
Okay. Well, we came into Clark. I didn't get down that far to see Manila, but we came into Clark County, and so that's where we kind of hung out. But the last day, Renee was spending time with her family, so I went down to the local mall about 9 o'clock in the morning, and the mall was full of people. I'm like, what? It doesn't open until 10. I knew you could have, breakfast down there early, and I was wondering where all these people come from. They were having mass in a public mall. I was blown away. I was like, this will never happen in the States.
Yeah,
but those people just have such a unity about themselves, And I really have to take my hat off. Like I said, I wish we could inject the whole rest of the world with what you guys have as a culture. We would be a much closer people.
And you do humanitarian work, right? In the Philippines, you help street children.
Yeah, I didn't do as much this time. I sang mainly for her family because after 35 years, she was they should have had a marching band when she came home. She hadn't seen people since grammar school and high school and college. So it was just like I just got swarmed into her world when I was there. But we do humanitarian work. We are going to start now helping some of the kids in the Philippines. Because you're a part
of a ministry, or you go around ministries helping?
Yes. When we moved here to Vegas 6 years ago, actually going back, Mom and Dad had foster kids in the home. Mm-hmm. So when I got out of Santana, I thought that would be a neat thing to do, just to follow that tradition. Come to find that I couldn't keep kids in my home because we're always gone. My wife's sister brought us a bonsai plant one time, and we were gone for a few weeks. We came back, it was dead. So I can't keep nothing in the house. But I knew that I could help to maybe steer some kids toward some parents that really would like to have kids. So we have, I can't even imagine the number now, thousands of kids in the home because we're working with this foster homes organization. Moved here, found out you guys have the highest dropout rate in the whole country is here in Vegas. So I said, wow. I said, we got to throw our arms around these kids. So that's what we've been doing the last 6 years, is just public schools, charter schools, a few private schools. We've been helping because they don't have any arts programs anymore. So now we're kind of helping to steer them toward
music.
Yeah, what they want to do, sing and dance and play and that sort of thing. So,
being that said, so do you teach?
I guess I am teaching. Because I sat down with the kids and I asked them, I said, do you guys feel valuable at all with the special gift? They haven't said this. No, we don't feel valuable. I said, do you feel like if you went to go do something in a concert, they'd pay you $5? Wow, $5. I said, what if they paid you $10? Wow, $10. Ooh. And somebody said, I think I could be worth $100. And the whole class were, wow. And I told them, I said, you know how much you guys are worth? You're worth $44,000. They said, no. And so I made them go back and add up from their parents and when they were in the belly, and all the way, diapers and how much food and the doctors and the gas and cars and the house and everything, how much that cost over 11 years. That's $44,000. I said, in this economy, that's $88,000. And so the custom is we work with Subaru here in the city. They let us have all our contests there. And so Renee have all the parents in one room and I have the kids in the other. So I told him, I said, as soon as I get through with our teaching, I want you to go run and hug your parents and say, thank you, Mom and Dad, for spending $88,000 on me. So it's just funny, but yeah, I guess I am teaching them in a sense. I'm mentoring them on a lot of other areas as well. Yeah, so it's fun. It's fun. Yeah.
So where do you see yourself now that you're doing humanitarian work and teaching eventually?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
What else would you like to accomplish? Because I know you've done a lot being with a band,
yes.
Santana band and all that.
Well, we've got, my wife and I, we kind of split in what we're doing. I have a desire to do something on the Strip. I have always been wanting to do like a concert or something on the Strip, more inspirational type of style. Not nothing too heavy church-wise, but just kind of, maybe an old happy day or I believe I could fly, something like that. Songs that would, when you come in, you just would lift your spirit. Because after losing all that money, you need to go someplace and get washed off and get your spirit kind of pumped back up. So anyway, I just thought that, that would be a neat thing. And then my wife is doing an online business, and it's just a neat thing. So we kind of both together are kind of following our passions.
I would like to ask, who amongst the Las Vegas iconic celebrities, incredible musicians, great songwriters. Who has a great influence on you?
I guess, and it's probably going to sound a little cheesy, but Carlos Santana is definitely, only because I've been around him all these years, he's got just a different kind of heart for a musician.
Yes.
I've never seen, like if we're all going to, if he's going to fly first class, we all going to fly first class. If we're all going to do coach, we're all going. He's not going to be a first class, and we're in coach. And he's just, we used to back in the day, we even used to travel in station wagons because a lot of times the fans would follow anything that looks like a limo. So we have one limo that would be a diversion, and so we have the limo kind of in the back and the kind of station wagons up in front. We go one direction, limo go this way. All the fans are following the limo. So we always have had a kind of a low-key kind of life, and based on Carlos Santana's heart. But he's probably one of my biggest of all time. One of the greatest guitarists.
Actually,
of all time.
I've met someone who's very close to him, his bodyguard.
Oh,
and
yeah?
yes, he said he has a very kind heart, and he even helps at 3 Square packing all those foods for the children.
Yes.
So he really gives.
He does. He's been helping us with our
Back to the community.
a little outreach too. Yeah, neat guy. Yeah.
Well, I wish we have more time, but
I know. Sorry, I talk so much.
no, we just don't have enough time. But I would like to ask you, what word of wisdoms or piece of advice would you give to people who aspire to do what you do?
Well, I think that if you can follow your passion, whatever that thing is, if it's music, that's great. If you want to be a doctor, that's great too. You just kind of got to follow that road that seems more innate for you, because a lot of times people will follow other people. The only time I've seen that work is like Engelbert Humperdinck and Tom Jones. They kind of copied each other. Engelbert copied Tom, and they will be able to be successful. But most times, if you kind of be a copy, you're still kind of a second best, not the number one thing. So follow your passion. Follow the things that God has put in your heart to do, and you'll find it as you look back over your life. A lot of times you'll say, okay, now this happened back in my childhood. I remember people mentioning it. Okay, this happened when I became a teenager. I remember people mentioning it. I became 21, 25. I remember people mentioning it. People can kind of see from the outside that beautiful quality that you have, and those things are the ones you want to capitalize on. Of course, that's the thing that's going to make your life shine. It's going to make everybody else's light come on when you get around them. So that's what I would tell everybody. Just follow that thing that is your passion.
I just have one more question for you.
Okay.
Where can our Las Vegas and global viewers find you? Please invite them.
Yeah, I like global. I like that. I like local too, though. So all you have to do is go to Leon, Leon, Patillo, PATILLO.org, and I'm also on Facebook. So that's really where all my fans kind of hang out, and that's where we talk. I'm doing some new blogs now, which are really kind of cool, and they're just like I'll get up in the morning, just something will come to my mind, and I'll get in the car, and I'll get my selfie stick.
Oh wow!
And
you
I'll
do
just
some
share.
selfies and we call that. Live.
Yes, live. Sometimes I do live. Sometimes it's a little scary because I know I'm gonna mess up. So I usually just put it on there, and then I'll go back home and kind of cut it together. But anyway, so leonpatillo.org, and then Facebook, you can find me there.
We'll check it out.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Mr.
God
Leon
bless you.
Patillo. No,
Good
God
to hang
bless
out with you today.
Yes, thank you. Take care now.
All right.
I can fly. Yeah. Hey, how about I be?
The best entertainment, the widest coverage, the fastest speed, only through Asian Network. Call now for huge standalone and bundle savings at
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode as much as I did sharing the vibes of Vegas. And time really flies when you're having a grand time. Promise to join me again next week on this same fabulous ACTV channel. And to all our global viewers out there, let me remind you that Las Vegas is not just about the world-renowned Strip or the famous Fremont Street experience in the vibrant downtown district. It has real people, a lot of them musicians, live entertainers, and those involved in the world of pageantry. And to the people here in the Valley who work hard each day to make Las Vegas a global brand, I would like to feature you and your cool story right here on Vegas Vibes, either on the ACTV studios or at your workplace. If you believe that's you, please email me now at vegasvibes1@gmail.com. Before I go, I would like to thank my wardrobe sponsor, Anne Fontaine, located at the Forum Shops of Caesar's Palace. Anne Fontaine is now open for business as well. You may call Ms. Anna Billings at 702-733-6205 to make an appointment. And finally, my favorite segment, the Vegas Vibes Closet. Yes, it features an intricate selection of health and beauty products which I personally use. And for my very first feature, the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. Women have complimented me countless times for my makeup. And in case you don't know it yet, I do my own makeup. And on this segment, I will be sharing with you what works for me and show you where you secure them. The All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation I use is the number 3 Stromboli Medium by NARS for women. I like it because it's long wearing with medium to full buildable coverage, and it matches my skin tone perfectly. It gives me the feeling of freshness and vibrancy, as if I just applied it. And the best part is that you don't need to use a foundation brush. You can just use your fingertips to apply it. Check it out, ladies. Below is the Amazon link if you wish to learn more about it or to secure it without delay. Follow Vegas Vibes on Facebook and Instagram, or check out vegasvibes.us for updates and announcements. Once again, I'm your host, Esmeralda Padilla Gold. Thank you for watching. Mwah!